So something pretty awesome happened in Houston in Super Series number 4 that ended on Saturday. Macy Fuller Young is joining us. She is an Arizona resident, originally from the Lewiston Clarkston area out of Idaho, and she joins us. Macy, welcome. 292822. You won all 3 rounds in Houston in your Super Series. That doesn't happen very often. Nice job.
Thank you.
Tell me about being 3 times in Houston. I'm not a breakaway roper. If what I'm about to say is wrong, please tell me. It looks to me like being that fast 3 times in a row is tough with that setup in that big arena.
For sure. Um, I knew that our set of calves was a little softer. There was a few stronger ones, but I did draw on the better end of them all. And honestly, having the horse that I do, it just makes me more comfortable to actually see the start. But when I was 2-2, I really thought I did break the barrier,
Huh.
but I got out. But
You were a little faster on each run, right? The 2-9 was the first run, the 2-8 was the second run, and then you finish it up in style on Saturday with that 2-2.
yep.
Tell me about the start there. Am I right in thinking that in that football field size arena, that start's pretty important?
It's everything. If you're off of it, you're going to be running them off down there. I was just trying to see a safe start and go get them, except for on the last one. I felt like I ran through it.
Yeah.
But you most definitely have to sit there and make sure you see what you're going to see and then go as hard as you can.
You'd already won $6,000 on your last one. You knew where you were going to be in the semifinals. Did you just say, "Oh, the heck with it, let's go for it," or you knew you had a good count? That 2-2? I didn't look back at it. That's either one of or the fastest time in Houston this year.
Yeah, it is. I knew that I had a really good calf. I had Willow Wilson's from the night before, and he was just super good. And I just seen him behind the shoulder, and I went and I was on top of him, and it went on. It worked.
Tell me about your horse, Macy.
He's a 10-year-old gelding that we bred and raised at our house, and I've done everything from being the first person on him to what he is today. He's probably the fastest horse I've ever been on. He started his career as a barrel horse, and he won quite a bit at the futurities. And then he got sick, and I didn't want to put him back through that stress of running barrels, so I just started breakaway roping on him and haven't looked back. I lope him through the barrels occasionally at home just for fun. And
Yeah. Do you think he can still go make a barrel run if you asked him to?
oh, guaranteed he would go do it in a heartbeat.
That's funny. Well, versatility matters, especially with the values of so many good horses. I want to have you talk a little bit about your family background, Macy. I have full disclosure. I've known the Fuller family for a long time. I announced a ton of rodeos that Macy's dad was involved with, Mike Fuller. You get up into the Northwest and the Columbia River Circuit, and particularly the Fuller name is pretty well known. Tell me about that family heritage and history.
Oh, it's fun to be a part of history like that. My dad, he rodeoed hard for a long time until I got to the age that I wanted to start roping, and we just kind of came home. But mainly my drive is from my dad, and being out there with me day in and day out was awesome, and watching him be as successful as he was pushed me to be out here doing this.
Yeah. Talk to me about how much that has meant to you and how many generations of Fullers there are that are kind of represented by what you do.
Oh, gosh, is it 3 generations of us? I think.
Least. Yeah.
Yeah, we all rodeo. I am the one in the family that's kind of went on edge and pursued it a little more, but everybody else, we all rope and we ride and run barrels and stuff.
So, is Thanksgiving at the Fuller house? Is that everybody brings their horse and turkey happens later in the day? Is that kind of the way it goes on the holidays around your bunch?
Well, it's just me and my mom and dad and Chris now and our little girl because we live in Arizona and everybody else still lives in Washington. So we're kind of segregated now, but now with our lifestyle, we have what they call homeless Thanksgiving sometimes, and where people that are staying in Wickenburg don't have a place to go for Thanksgiving. They come to our house and we have Thanksgiving after the jackpot we put on for everybody on Thanksgiving Day.
Awesome. That's kind of cool. That's fun. Um, you're married to a roper too, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a roping family. Macy, what would it mean to you to continue to have this kind of success in Houston? It would be the biggest win of your rodeo career. I think it would give you an opportunity to maybe get to your first national title. What would it mean to win Houston?
Oh, it'd be awesome to win Houston. It would mean I wouldn't have to go all summer, which it would be nice for us. We have so many young horses at home, and we're busy running that arena in Wickenburg that it'd give us some downtime to actually ride colts and hang out as a family and not hit the road as hard.
So
Um,
go ahead, finish that. Go on.
oh no, you're good.
Um, Tell me about your life when you're not rodeoing, because you've got a full time business and a family to take care of too, right?
Yeah, we own and operate downtown arena in Wickenburg, and we put on ropings 4 days a week. And some days, sometimes it goes for day after day. For I know during Vegas week we go 12 days in a row and we don't stop. So when we're at home, we're putting on jackpots mostly every day, switching out cattle, roping through cattle, getting them all sorted up. And I've my husband and me will be outside around 6 saddling breakaway horses and roping before we have to go to town and work all day because we normally don't get home before dark to practice.
Is being in a place like Houston at a rodeo almost a vacation for you? Sounds like you're taking a little bit of a break.
It is kind of like a vacation. We're staying out at Jason Burson's house, and he has 3 kids, and Hadley is absolutely having a ball playing with kids.
Awesome. Macy, I appreciate your time. Congratulations on Houston. You said you're in Austin tonight. Continued success. Keep it up.
Thank you. I'll try.
You'll get her done. I got all kinds of faith. Macy Young joining us from Wickenburg, Arizona, originally out of the state of should I say Idaho or Washington originally, Macy? Which side of the river are you?
I was on the Washington side.
Okay. Originally from the Washington side of the river, and always a pleasure to have a chance to visit with somebody from back home in the Great Pacific Northwest. Macy, good luck in Austin.
Thank you.
Macy Young joining us.